Alright, it's been a while since I've done an update. I completely botched the spray job on this, so a little bit of time I've had to start stripping it back, so I'm nowhere near done. Still got a ways to go. But that's kind of going on the back burner because me and Cracky have been building a smoker from scratch. And the idea is it's going to look like the bomb that was dropped on Nagasaki. So we've got a ways to go, but we got the drawers and the sliders working and everything. They come out and hold a bunch of weight. So it's going to be pretty fun. But it's turned into a bigger, well, not a bigger project, but we knew it was going to be a big project, but we're making some good progress on it. So today we just picked up some more sheet for the skin, and this is the biggest piece of sheet that I've ever tried. We got some more tools. We got a slip roll and this awesome old Niagara circle shear. I'll show you guys how that works later. But this thing is super awesome. I don't know when it is. I think it's from the 30s. It says patent pending from the 20s, but it's a super cool machine. So anyway, we're gonna try and we got this laid out for the skin, so we're going to try and shear this and get the outer made for that. We'll see how we go. Cheers. Alright, so this is the longest 16 we've ever tried to cut on this. I don't think it's going to do it in one go. I would hope it does, but I just can't see it doing it. The good thing is it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, and this is less than ideal setup. But usually the only way to, you just got to give it a shot. Ready? That's good stuff.
Let's do it. All right, I did it.
It did it.
Stay tuned for how straight it was.
Pretty good.
Let's see if we can see the line.
Just a little bit of Sharpie the whole way.
Kind of see the Sharpie. There we go. Now I can kind of see it all the way up it. Pretty straight.
There, it comes all the way too.
Not bad.
Will do. Right. Sweet. Okay, so got all the scale taken off this, and just oil it down on both sides, and got this and service this roller a bit. I bought it used and hadn't been used for a while, so just went through and greased everything I could and filled up all the little Zerk fittings. So I think that's ready. Got it squared and set for the thickness, so we're just going to roll it a couple times, and super easy for one of these things to get too tight real quick, so just take a bunch of passes really slow and creep up on it. Alright, cheers.
And then if we're really getting nippy, then we start doing half turns.
Yeah, this is going to be flipping bend in it. So the next time, we need to swap ends so we lose that straight bit.
We'll just kind of roll it this way, right? Oh no. No, we turn it around.
Yeah, so this piece will go in first.
180 spin.
Super close already. Okay, this is going to pop out a little bit. So here we go, just sizing it up. We don't really know how much extra bend goes in per turn or anything of this, so we're just going to creep up on it and give it one more run. It's weird, it looks like it's bending that side more.
Thanks, Grandpa. Ooh, I don't know.
Feels too much?
Yeah, let's go for it. I'm still convinced that gravity makes a big difference. We have actually a 6-inch overhang.
Yeah. 8.
75 when we went with 80, so 5. It's more like 4-inch overhang actually, because it's 75.47.
We might be able to get out of the flex.
Right.
On the side stop. Alright, so here we go. It's a pretty nice fit. We cut it a little extra long so we'd have an overlap, and then so now we can get the exact fit when we finally cut it. We'll just cut both pieces down the middle. But that's pretty rad, man.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
So cool.
16 gauge, thicker than any of your store-bought smokers. We were checking them out, and most of them are like 18, or some of them even feel like they're 20. Pretty bad. So should be awesome. All right, cheers. So we got this 48 sheet, which we're going to cut. It's 48 1/4, actually, and we're going to cut it exactly in half. And then if we get that squared away, that'll be we can cut our 2 end caps on this old circle shear, which is going to be awesome. We'll show you that. Here's. It's amazing, really. Alright, a bit of an update. We got this thing pretty good. All the drawers and everything are good. Slide out. They've also got tabs, so they can come pretty far out anyway, and they'll hold a lot of weight. Thanks to this guy. Comes all the way out. Looks pretty good. So we got it's going to be a pellet smoker, so we got the order and the hopper and everything coming this week in the mail. Yeah, we rolled the skin, cut the circles in there. They've just got a couple beads on them now. It's going to take a long time to weld that the whole way around, so I'm just doing it in stages. But for the most part, I think it's going to be a pretty cool little machine. And that's about it. Might do some more stripping on the nose and get back into that. Okay, it's been a long time between this again, but it's now sanded again, and it was down to 220, and then went over it with 320, and we're ready to go. Got it wiped down with surface wash, and I'm going to mix up some primer now and see if I don't mess this one up. Okay, I got second cut on this. Plenty of runs, but it's definitely went down better than it did before. Maybe I thinned it a little too much this time. in the sense that I was afraid that it would be too thick again. It's not that it's hard, it's 1-to-1, so I really shouldn't be screwing it up. You can see where it started to flash off on some of the parts of the filler. Here there's obviously a line that I didn't finish out, so get that done once it's dry and sand it again, but at least it's acceptable now to put on the car and finish fitting everything else up. So it's a little bit of progress. Alright, cheers. Alrighty, so yesterday evening I got the lower valance blasted, so that's ready to go for a quick coat of primer. And this is the last panel on the car, which is awesome. The nose dried up. It's still got some weird stuff going on with the filler. It looks like maybe it was too thin there or something, but I guess I'll just sand it out, figure it out. But at least it's covered now, like everything, because I've got to sand the whole thing again anyway. But this isn't sitting on the. There's no bumpers under here, but otherwise it's really nice. It fits really good, so I'm happy with that. Pretty cool, looking like a car. So I'm going to get a quick shot of primer on this guy. The only body work I'm going to need to do is this little dent here, so that'll be easy fixed. And that's that. Well, there it is. Got the nose, the bumper, lower valance panel, and being able to stand more than 10 feet away from it for a long time, or more than 3 feet from it. So it looks pretty good. Went around and marked a couple of things that you got to address, some dents and ripples and stuff. But it's finally at that point, I guess, of this has just still got all the Summit primer on it. A couple of things I got to do is move the door forward, still tight at this side, and larger gap there. Rotate it this way, just to remove that overlap on the rocker panel. And everything else is pretty squared away. It's good. It sits so high, it looks awesome. Those El Camino springs I put in the back. Whether they're a good ride or not, I don't know, but it's going to have the right look. The one thing, they're 1-inch drop springs, the BMRs in the front, but I think the one thing I'm going to do is probably get the 2-inch drops. I know it should settle a little bit, but I still think it's just a little high, even if it were to settle another 1/2 inch or so. But that's that. I don't think I'm going to do anything with the front bumper. I was expecting I was going to have to section it like the rear, but it fits really pretty good. I mean, as close as it's going to be. It's nice and tight on both sides. The two things that I will have to do is I'm at the maximum adjustment for the center point on it. So you can see the bumper sits to the left here, and it really needs to come over, and I'm at maximum, so I've just got to elongate the slots in the bumper brackets, and that'll let it shift a little bit. And the other thing I want to do is these corners up in here, they're really sharp, just because I guess it's stamped or whatever, and that they come to a real sharp point. So I want to just radius them a little bit, and if I do that, this one's a better example. If I radius this, I'll be able to tuck this up a little nicer, and because this thing never fit great to begin with. But yeah, it's good. Front panel is in primer as well, and it's pretty awesome, pretty stoked. It's just nice to, I've just been hanging out the last hour just looking at it. It's cool. It's sitting right just a little bit lower here, and it'll have the total 70s Street Machine vibe. So pretty good. Sorry it's been a long time for video updates, but I've been really busy with stuff, but finally finished up with some work so I can get on vacation and get into some body work. So I think the next thing is I'm going to sand the whole thing and shoot it with some better primer, get something a bit more quality, and then once that happens, then I can finish the body work, and then go to sealer, and we'll be there. But no real, and of course the bumper, the inner bumper brace, all that's got to come. I got to blast all that and paint that. But yeah, it's getting there. All right, cheers.